Go us.
Recording. Let me stream. It's always the longest waiting for it to stream.
Can you guys tell we got a new camera?
No.
I don't remember enough to tell.
Well,
we can
welcome everybody to tonight's episode of Wizard in Class. This is our weekly Dungeons and Dragons game based on Stephen King's Dark Tower. As always, I do not have any rights to Stephen King's works, just using it to have some fun. We are using a mix of homebrew and 5th edition rules. You don't like it, tough shit, don't care. So last time we played, you had just pulled Ranson out of the door and noticed that he, through some medicine checks, was seemingly in a coma. After a little debate about what to do with him, I believe you ended up using some rope and tying him to Hamilton's back like a backpack, and Hamilton carried y'all around. When you're walking through the forests, you heard a really loud beeping followed by a tremendous roar, which you discovered belonged to that of Shardik, the great bear. After a pretty interesting fight, you managed to fell this behemoth, at which point Zoros the rage of the bear and the rage of Zoros kind of connected a bit, and he got a special gift. And Azair also got a special gift from the spirits of nature. After that, you kept walking out of the forest, got onto more of a road area. You saw a group of Billy Bumblers that kind of stared at you, and as they were leaving, one turned around and just barked, "Oi!" and then left. And then you came across a little tiny town, and even calling it a town is very generous with that word. At first, it was seemingly empty. You saw that there was a single signpost in the middle of the town that just said the word Lud, and had an arrow pointing out of the city. Through some nice conversation, you were greeted by an older woman by the name of Greta, who welcomed you to the town and told you about the bandits that had been raiding off and on from Lud. As soon as Faustus motioned or pulled out his mask from the Death Doctors, she instantly fell to her knees and started kind of singing praise of the Death Doctors, that no one had seen them in many years. They invited you to stay the night with them, and had a nice feast for y'all and showed you guys where you could set up camp. And then the next morning, when you were coming out, you noticed that Faustus had not come out from his tent, and after calling to him a couple times and getting silence, I think Hamilton looked in the tent and saw that Faustus was nowhere to be seen. And that is where we are picking it up. So as you guys are kind of standing out by your tents, you notice the skies are dark and gray. You can definitely tell that there's a storm that is brewing overhead. And you are currently in the town of Rivers Crossing, right by your tents. What are you doing?
You want to see if we have a boat for you?
Yeah.
Do we think that Festus went somewhere?
He was asking about that town a lot.
Have I
Can we-
achieved consciousness?
Who has survival? Let's check for footprints, see if we can figure out which way he went, or if there were multiple footprints of people came and got him, or what.
So while you guys are standing around kind of talking, trying to figure out what happened to Faustus, you do hear a rustling from one of the tents, and out walks Rancent, looking confused as shit because he doesn't know where he is or what's going on.
Where are my pants?
Oh, they're on. Trust me.
Yeah,
He would not
Hamilton
remove those.
insisted on you wearing pants.
You may find a surprise in one of your pockets. Just throwing that out there.
I was going to say I wasn't necessarily wearing pants to begin with, so did you give me them?
Rancent, you do kind of find in one of your pouches a stone of Kellenvor.
I do
I-
see this.
yeah. I added it to your inventory last time.
We made sure we stuck it on your person. You're welcome.
It's probably a good
Make sure
choice.
kept you safe.
Just in case.
I hear we're backpack buddies, so you know.
I got you.
So is Rancent at least as coherent as Rancent is, or does he have ill effects? Does he look wobbly? Does he look okay? What do we see from him?
Do I ever not look that way?
Oh, we're
Fair
just
enough.
trying to see if you look normal for you, not normal, just normal for you.
Does he seem-
Rancent, over the last night or so, you've been having really weird dreams of different Rancents in the multiverse. You remember searching through a very looks futuristic to you, but also very rundown area that you remember hearing the little chittering of a bunch of spiders made completely out of steel, and your mind kind of blanks for a second, and then you remember finding a lake, that in the center of this lake were these 3 giant statues of men, and they were just screaming, and you could hear the screams echoing in your mind.
I mean, that I remember, and I remember the wizard was always there. The steel spiders. Ugh.
A wizard, maybe.
The wizard was always
You
there.
wizard.
All right. Well, do we see any? I guess we heard a noise coming from the tent. Rancent showed up. Do we see anybody else? Like any of the people that were there the previous day? The old lady.
Give me a perception check.
Did you roll a 1?
Not very perceptive, are you?
Nat 1, 5 overall.
So you're just kind of lost in your thoughts. You're a little sad because now you don't have your backpack buddy to carry on your back anymore.
Not
He can still carry me. I'm not saying he can't.
but back is a little cold.
Okay, so can somebody look to see if there are footprints that we can look around for or anything?
15
I will. I've got survival,
This would be
so 19.
this would be perception.
I got a 19.
Well,
Andrea, Luna has 19.
It'd be perception, not survival.
Oh, for.
Well,
I
I
don't
rolled-
have any extra. I've got 14 then.
I've got some
I had a-
investigation action if that helps any.
I had an 18. I had a 15 and a +3 for perception, so I have an 18.
Okay. You guys notice a couple things. First, you notice that Greta and a lot of the townsfolk have come out of their houses and are slowly making their way towards you. And then Zoros, you notice as you were looking around Faustus's tent that there's a set of footprints leading back towards Lud. And then there's also a groove in the dirt as if something were being dragged through it next to the footprints. About this time, Greta and the townsfolk comes up to you and kind of steps forward and says, well, I hope you had a wonderful sleep during the night. You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. We're always happy to help those that aren't trying to kill us.
And thank you for the hospitality and the food and everything, the place to sleep. We appreciate
Can
it.
we ask Greta if she saw Faustus leave?
She looks at you very quizzically and just, he's not here with you?
No,
No, ma'am.
is there any danger in this area that would possibly have somebody raiding the village and dragging him away?
As you kind of mentioned raiding and dragging him away, her face just goes stark white. She looks very, very scared. Completely different from the hope that you saw on her face yesterday when she saw the Death Doctor. And she says the only people I could think of doing that would be the people from Lud.
That's where we came from, right?
No, Lud is
Where we're
basically where you all are heading.
So the dragging is going the opposite direction from what?
It's going to Lud, towards Lud.
Oh, okay.
Is it 2 grooves or 1 groove?
It's set of footprints and then one groove.
Like groove that could be a body?
I'm thinking that depending
Oh,
on the
real
groove,
girl.
I don't know if we can check it out, but if they're dragging him, I don't know if I would know this, but dragging him under the arms would create 2 grooves from his heels.
Not if they cut one of his feet off.
Or he chopped off his leg. Yeah.
Yeah, they could just be dragging him by the feet with his head bouncing on the ground.
We didn't see a pool of blood,
That's true.
so
Would the group be like the size of a wheel, like a wheelbarrow or something that somebody might have thrown him in and pushed him out?
Give me a investigation check.
Yeah, I'm not liking my chances here. 7.
You've spent a lot of your time more focused on fighting and weapons and armor. You don't really know much about farm tools to know whether or not this could be like a wheelbarrow mark or not.
then
Anybody else want to take a look at it and see?
As you're standing there, you remember the oldest member of the village, who's this just gnarled, hunched woman, looking to be at least in her 120s. She stares at Rancent, and you see her eyes go solid black and then to a solid white. And she stands up straighter and walks over to Rancent, and you hear her speak, and it's very unnerving because instead of just one old voice that you were expecting, what comes out sounds like hundreds of voices trying to speak at once, but all saying the same thing. And she just comes right up to Rancid and says, "You of the broken mind, do you wish to be whole?"
Do you have any soup?
What I offer is more than soup. I can fix your fractured mind.
But I've already got holes.
That is lovely for you, dear.
I don't know. Do I need my mind fixed? Does anyone know if I need my mind fixed? I think I'm cool.
Yes.
Hey, Rancid, I'd probably just take her up on it, just for kicks. Humor the old lady. She's offering you a gift.
Okay, you can stick things in my brain, I guess.
There is a ritual that we can perform. It will take roughly an hour to complete. But once it's complete, your mind shall be whole. Do you accept?
Does it come with refreshments after?
Do you accept?
Yes.
Very
I'm being
well.
told yes by the other voices.
I would like to just remind everybody though, you're down one person who may have been kidnapped, and anything can happen in an hour.
True.
Are we prepared to just allow Fester to remain wherever he is with whoever stole him,
To have a normal rent set?
to have this freak, no offense,
I mean, I'm not even sure what a whole mind means, so who knows what it's going to do. It could make it worse.
question, do we know about Ranson's multi-pasts?
No.
Have you told us that, Ranson?
He was unconscious since he came out of the door.
Okay, so we have no idea what she's even talking about either.
Nope.
I mean, I screamed some stuff while being removed from the door, and then I lost consciousness, so kinda.
You know what? I really think that this is probably something that needs to happen. So as much as I think we need to get Faustus back, I think we should probably make sure that the people that we have are 100% instead of just winging off. And who knows, Ranson could collapse back into a coma. We don't know what was wrong with him. We just know he was in a coma. We couldn't fix him. So I say we spend the hour and try to get it back to some semblance of normal.
I mean, I guess ultimately this is up to Ransom of, do you want the mind probe, or are you?
I mean, I always like a desert date, and the old lady offered to stick things in my ears, so why not? I was just really hoping she'd have some soup too.
We had soup last night.
He was out for that, so.
Very well. Then we shall prepare. And she walks back towards the center of town. And at that point, we are going to pause with all of y'all and head down to Faustus.
Hi, Faustus.
So, Faustus, the first thing that you notice when you come to consciousness is the sound. All you can hear, all around you, as if echoing from every direction, is the ticking of clocks. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You try to open your eyes, but you don't see anything. You try to move your hands and legs, but they seem to be bound. Your mouth doesn't seem to have anything over it. What would you like to do?
So I'm assuming that you're around here just staring at me, aren't you?
Oh, that's a very perceptive one. I missed you. And you feel a hand, actually you feel the blade of a sword kind of slip underneath slightly the cloth that's over your eyes. You feel a slight sting in your cheek as the sword kind of cuts your cheek a little bit, and suddenly the room just erupts into light, and it is just really bright in here. And as you look around, you recognize or realize where all of the ticking is coming from in this massive 70, 80-foot wide room. The entire walls, all the walls, the ceiling are covered in clocks. Ticking, ticking, ticking. And standing in front of you, wearing a mask that is very familiar to you, is someone that you instantly recognize as the TikTok man. He kind of lifts the mask that you easily could recognize as your own mask, and he kind of takes it off and looks at it in his hands. And I thought we killed the lot of you. It looks like some rats can swim.
Some rats can swim, and some are slippery, and some slide through cracks. I look around and I mean, I'd say that you don't have much of a taste for decoration, but you do seem to enjoy my mask. So maybe you do have some taste.
It's an interesting relic from a forgotten time. And he drops it on the floor and just steps on it, cracking the glass in the eyes. But time has moved on. Why did you come back to Lud?
Honestly, I can't say that I was coming here particularly. I was just chasing stories.
And yet here you are. But don't worry. I'll make sure your story has a good ending. And he slaps you up across the face with the flat end of his sword, and you just pass out. Back to everyone else. So at this point, you see the old woman has set up a ritual in the middle of the town.
I feel like I should have asked more questions, like why she was willing to do this. It seems suspicious now that I've had time to think, but I already said yes.
Late
Kenny,
now.
Greta,
Oh, I know. I said I was in. I'm hoping for some cannibal soup.
Greta pipes up and says, if you're worried about it, you can always back out. We have no idea what she's doing, but
No. I already said I'm in.
your choice.
I mean, she can't make it worse, can she?
We have never seen we've never seen her like this. We've never seen her eyes go like that. We've never seen her stand this straight. We have absolutely no idea what she's capable of.
I'm thinking she's into me. I'm going to let her do it.
So is there a place the rest of us can go get something to eat while we wait for him to get his brain back?
Maybe some soup.
I mean, the Greta, kind of claps her hands a little bit, and the other, I can't think today. The other villagers go and get some food for y'all.
If you
Wonderful.
can't think,
Thank
imagine
you.
how I am.
Wonder if we should just have popcorn while we watch this.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can we charge admission to the freak
Yeah.
show? I mean,
I'm interested to see what this ritual is and what it's going to do. 'Cause,
5 gold says he screams at some point.
I'm just saying I had pants when we started this. Remember that. I don't know where they came from, but I had them.
Were they clean pants or were they pre-soiled?
They're rancents. They're pre-soiled.
I was gonna say I wouldn't know the
It's
difference.
pre-soiled.
Gee, nice.
Did you bring enough for everybody?
Want a chocolate muffin?
Oh, that looks so good.
That's the food they brought. It was.
Who eats muffins with a fork?
You heat it up in the microwave, so I don't get chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah. It's got
Um,
vegetables in it too, because I'm healthy.
That's more.
The earthy forest lady eats muffins with a fork.
As you guys are enjoying your nice meal of vegetables, salads, eggs, no soup, you finally hear the echo of voices from the old woman. And she says, "It is time. You of the broken mind, step forward into the ritual area."
I love
And
when
it
she
will
used the
begin.
sexy voices. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally in. I'm jumping in that ritual area.
So she pours a bunch of different, salts, oats, a lot of things just kind of on the ground in a circle around Rancent, and starts chanting in a language that I don't think any of you would know. But even then, it's hard to pick out what she's saying because it is hundreds of voices trying to say the same thing at once. It becomes a very mishmash cacophony of voices that just gets louder and louder and louder. And you, as you're watching this whole thing happening, you start to look at Rancent and you start to see his form blur a little bit. And as if stepping out of a sheet of water, you see another Rancent step out and stand next to him. And then you see another Rancent step out on the opposite side and stand next to him. And at the moment, you see 3 Rancents standing there. And you hear the old woman's voices speak again, to be able to restore your brain to the whole. You must first fix the broken. And the 2 Rancents both draw out their rapiers and start to attack Rancent. And Rancent, you can roll initiative.
Man, I just wanted to high five myself. What the hell, people? Nat 20. So 23 total.
Hold on.
are any of the rest of us allowed to intervene?
That would be up to you if you want to.
I think I wouldn't mind throwing a bit of fire their way.
I think he's including me in that, though.
What if we mess up the ritual?
Then you might have 3 of me.
For better or worse, I guess.
I mean, then we could harmonize with ourselves. I'd have to become a bard and stuff.
I mean, my only fear is that what if those 2 Rancents kill the real one?
Which one's the real one?
The one that doesn't look like they stepped out of water.
Look at you using your big wizard brain.
I mean, I tried. Are you saying no, we shouldn't?
If you want to roll initiative, then roll initiative.
No, I'm talking to Azair and Hamilton. Are y'all saying no, we shouldn't?
I'm afraid if this is like a mental ritual thing, that if we step in, then we might be messing further with Rancent's brain.
Okay. Then I will hold my action until otherwise directed.
Okay.
If something happens, it's our fault now.
Okay, Rancid, you are up first. You saw these two Rancid step out from kind of within you and draw their rapiers.
I mean, they drew their rapiers, but are they actually attacking?
They're taking an aggressive stance towards you.
Okay, but most people do. So I mean, I guess first Rancid on the left is going to get hit with my rapiers.
Okay.
7
Does not hit.
and a 16.
16 hits.
16's worth a whole 9 points of damage.
Okay. The one that you just attack is going to attack with his rapier. Guessing a 21 hits you.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
And it deals 12 points of damage to you.
I mean, that's not cool.
Sneak
Did I
attack's a
ever-
bitch, isn't it?
What did I ever do to myself?
Second one's going to attack you,
Not
but
playing with
misses.
Rancid.
So now the rest of you have watched Rancid get stabbed with the rapier by the one that stabbed him. Are y'all doing
Yeah,
anything?
I'm gonna jump in.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative. If you're going to jump in, go ahead and roll.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Me.
hold back.
I'm not doing a very good job at kicking my own ass, so
Or are you?
I don't even know anymore.
She's 15. I got a 15.
13.
9.
Hold on.
I think I have +2 to initiative, so I have a 15. Yours is up at no, +4.
Oh, +4.
You have
So I'm
19.
19.
One thing I
How
did
far
for-
away are we?
So one thing I forgot to mention.
Here it is.
It doesn't affect the attack or anything. So Rancid, as you stabbed the Rancid to the one that you attacked, you saw its form kind of flicker, and standing in front of you is something that looks absolutely nothing like Rancid.
Or does it?
No, it does not.
It's not even one of the other ones I remember, huh?
Standing in
creepy.
front of you, you still have one Rancid and something that looks like that.
I mean, that looks cuddly. Why would I want to attack it?
It's in
Kinky.
her head.
And it lets out kind of a demonic little giggle.
You
So
still got
what's a
the.
So I
tickle
feel
party?
like I should jump now too.
I would just like to thank the DM for showing me what I will be seeing in my nightmares tonight.
You're welcome.
Oh, you got lucky.
I got a nat 20. Oh, actually, it would be a
22.
22 with my initiative to join the fight.
Before it goes last. All right.
You're just fixing all the problems that I started.
I don't really have anything that would actually represent these guys, so they're just becoming these two right here. Okay, so 25 to 20.
22.
20 to 15.
19.
17.
15 to 10. Okay, Hamilton and Eth, what'd you get?
Both of us got 9.
Ooh.
9. Sorry, copyrighted catchphrase. Better not say that. Okay, so that brings
Wanted
us
to help.
to the
Sure.
top of the round with Rancent.
I mean, I'm gonna keep attacking that Rancid on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use rapier still. Yay! 19 and a nat 20.
That'll hit.
I'm at 25. Yay, critical. For 4 and 11.
So 15 total.
Yeah, I didn't roll the extra dice for the crit. I guess I need to roll that manually,
Okay.
which was another 7. 4. Well, sorry, 4. The bonus doesn't apply.
So another 4.
Yeah.
So a total of 19.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Azair. So there is Rancent attacking this creature, and then another Rancent that is standing next to him. And you're up. You are right here.
That's fire.
I know. I don't want to hit Rancent with the ice blast. So, and I don't want to bite anything yet. So I am going to try my fire
Boom.
once.
Are you going after the one that he was attacking or the one on the other side of him?
The one behind him that he
Okay.
has not been attacking.
Okay, so the one that actually looks like Rancent.
Correct. I got a 12.
A 12 does not hit.
But hey, it wasn't a 1.
That's true. Okay, so that was Azair. Luna, you're up.
Okay, where am I?
You are right here above Azair.
Am I far enough away to shoot an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will shoot the same one that Rancid's attacking. The one on the
Okay.
side. I got a 2.
That does not hit.
Sorry.
So as you go back and you knock your arrow, you're having a little trouble trying to figure out which one's the real Rancent out of the two, and then trying to aim for someone that doesn't look like Rancent. Your shot just goes wide, avoiding all 3 of them. Now we are on the Baboo's turn. You see at this point he no longer has the rapier. Instead, he just has his claws. And they both miss. I rolled a 2 and a 4. Boy. Okay, so that is his turn. Zoros, you are up. You are right here.
All right. I will go ahead and rage.
Okay.
14.
14,
What are you rolling?
D20
To do what?
to hit the, oh, I'm sorry, to hit the Rancent looking one, the one that doesn't have damage.
So you're moving over here
Yeah, sorry.
to attack that one. Okay. No worries. I was just a little confused. What was the
14.
14? 14 unfortunately does not
Wait a
hit.
minute, do I have any bonus to hit?
Yeah, you should have your normal bonus, which I think is a
Plus, where is it? Right, I have such a hard time reading this thing.
Go
Is
to
it plus-
actions.
+2
no,
proficiency?
it's gonna be higher than that. So for you,
It's a dexterity thing, right?
no, if you're attacking with your weapon, with
Look in your
justice.
actions.
If you're attacking with justice, then in your actions, it's a +6 to hit.
Oh, well then I guess I would
20.
probably 20.
That will hit.
So it's 1d8 plus 2 plus my strength bonus of 4, right? So 6.
It's 1d12.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 1d12 plus 6, right?
Correct.
12, 18.
Okay, nice. You see Zoros just kind of let out a roar of rage as he goes charging over to the Rancent, next to
biggest wave ever.
Rancent. And as he hits, you see the form shimmer into the creature that is standing, the same creature that's standing on the other side of Rancent. So they are now both revealed as the baboos. Okay, that was Zoros. Baboo number 2 is going to turn to Zoros because, of course, Zoros just hit him. Zoros, you see the baboo turn to look at you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's good. Because I have a good constitution. Sir,
13.
13 plus 4, 17.
Okay, you feel kind of this weird presence in your mind, but in your rage, you just kind of grunt and shake your head and you don't feel it anymore. So it is going to make its 2 claw attacks against you. One I'll hit because it's a 21. So you take 9 points of slashing damage, halved to 4. And that is the baboo's turn. And then we are up to F.
I am going to start shooting some scorching rays towards them.
Okay.
First one is 12, so you said that misses.
Correct.
The next one is a 16.
That hits.
And I'm going for the one that Zoros is attacking.
Okay.
So that does 8 damage.
Okay.
And then my last one to hit was a 22, so that'll do another 7 damage.
Okie dokie. Okay. Hamilton, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to go over and attack the baboo that Rancent was attacking. If I can get that far.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
All right. All right. And I am going to attack the baboo with a 18.
That'll hit.
All right. And I will smite the schmuck. So I need 2, 3. Not what the box. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17 damage.
Okay. Okay. You hear him grunt and kind of say something in a very high-pitched little giggling voice, but I do not believe you speak Abyssal.
I do not.
Okay. Back up to the top of the round with Rancent.
I guess I'll continue to rapier the one I was rapiering.
Okay.
23 and an 8.
23 will hit.
At least I get sneak attack on it now. 15 total.
Okay. Azair.
I am going to turn into a giant poisonous snake. Just a regular one. Not my boost feat thing. And try and bite the one that I attacked before.
Okay, you were going after the one Rancent was going after, or
No, the one that Zoros was going after.
okay.
That's an 8. So
That does
I didn't
not
hit.
hit, unfortunately. Luna, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna go after the one Rancid was after,
Okay,
and I did a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, unfortunately. Okay.
Then I again missed.
You all see the babu that Rancid's going after, kind of make some hand motions, and he says some things in Abyssal, which I don't think any of you speak, and you see this. It's not a liquid, it's not a gas, but you just see this black darkness just kind of spread out from around him. And come on. You all, everyone that is in here is just plunged into complete pitch black. F and Luna, you see this this kind of take place, and you can't see any of your party members or the creatures in there. It is just pitch black. And that is the babu's turn. So Zoros, we are up to you. You currently cannot see a single thing.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision doesn't work in magical darkness.
Magical
It
dark vision.
does.
No, it doesn't. So you can still
Look it
attack.
up.
You can hear. You can still attack. You would just be at disadvantage to your attack rolls.
Yeah, I've got to attack.
Okay.
15 and 8 or 4. Never mind. So 4. So I missed.
Yep, that will not hit. Babu number 2 is going after you.
Nice rhymes.
It unfortunately rolled a 15 and a 3, so it misses as well. Does a 16 hit you, Zoros?
I have a 16 armor class.
Okay, so it does hit you. So out of the darkness from where you would imagine the babu to be, you feel a claw scrape across your chest, dealing 5 points of slashing damage, so half to 2.
Okay.
Gives you guys disadvantage, but it also gives them disadvantage because they can't see it through it either. F, we are up to you.
Okay. I'm just going to attempt to throw a firebolt towards the one that I hit last time.
Okay.
At disadvantage, it's only a 9.
That will not hit. And Luna, you see a very interesting thing. You see him shoot the firebolt, and you would think that fire would give off light, but as soon as it hits the blackness, it just disappears into it. And that is F's turn. Hamilton, you are up, and you cannot see shit.
Excellent. So I'll ask the same question. My night vision doesn't do anything. Make it sure.
With this spell specifically, a creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness.
Ooh. Well.
Oh, well, actually, sorry, I misspoke for F. Luna, you do actually see the fire streak in, and everyone else can kind of get a quick glimpse as the fire bolt goes through the darkness. It's almost like like someone set off a flash, and then it's back to darkness. Just read that non-magical light can't illuminate it, but I'm considering firebolt as magical light.
Can magic light
As
penetrate
a
it?
magical light can, non-magical cannot.
So like F's little orb things, would they penetrate the darkness?
Only one way to find out. Hamilton, what you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and just take a swing.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't hit Ransom. So
Oh, you're very into
10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately. Rancent, we are up to you.
Since I can no longer see them, I don't think magic missile does me much good, huh? Because it specifically says within range that I can see. So I guess I'll
Yeah,
swing wildly with my rapiers.
Okay.
As is my custom.
With this,
So I got an 8 on the first one.
they
with
would be
disadvantage.
considered surprised since they can't see the attack coming.
Okay.
If that, I don't know if that was an assassinate feat only or.
Yeah, it's just that's only for
Okay.
assassins.
Okay,
Yeah.
then never mind.
Unfortunately.
One time
so
you're not an assassin.
I'm usually not. I usually take thief actually
How do you?
because it makes it harder. So I failed on the first attack. Second one was a 7, so I think I missed on both.
You did. Okay. We are up to Azair.
So as a snake, I've actually got blind sight as one of my senses. Does that mean that I can tell where they are?
That does. You do not rely on sight to be able to find them, so you would not have disadvantage on your attacks.
Sweet. Okay.
Choice.
So I am going to attack the one that I'm closest to.
Okay.
The bite. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Sweet. And then question for the DM.
Yes.
My hit says 6 and then in parentheses 1d4 plus 4. That's
roll
not
the
6
roll
times.
the d. No, it's roll the d4 plus 4. The 6 is basically just like the average that if I was playing it as a character against a monster against y'all, I could choose just to take the 6, or I could roll 1d4 plus 4.
I didn't think it was math rules, but I wanted to double check.
It's not.
8 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then the target must make a DC 11 Constitution throw.
Okay. It rolled a 9, so no, it failed.
So then you will take the full amount of poison damage, which is 12.
Nice.
Oh, nice job, there.
So you guys don't see anything, but you just hear a snake hissing and lashing out, and you hear the babu's little high-pitched scream. Luna, we are up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna attack. I got 11, so 11 plus
six.
8.
Oh, yeah.
I got 8, so 19.
Is that with disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay.
She wrote an 11 and an 18. The 11
Okay.
plus 8 is 19.
Nice.
Do I hit yet?
Yep, that does hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna dip my arrow into Luna's lightning.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20.
8. I got it even. Yes.
You got an even.
So
Okay.
you have to roll a DC 12.
Unfortunately, it rolled a nat 20.
Ah,
Of course it did.
so it says what? The target for 1d4 rounds if hit. So I didn't hit it because he got
You
a
hit
20.
it. You hit it, so still do damage to it.
Damage. You just don't get the
You
effect.
just you
Oh,
just
okay.
don't have the bonus of the paralysis.
Okay, so then I roll the 20 for damage.
Nope, the damage is just your normal arrow damage.
Right?
Um,
D8.
So d8 plus 4.
um, 10.
10 points of damage. Nice. And that was to the one that Zoros was attacking?
Well, I had been aiming before at the other one. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, no worries. That's fine.
Oh, I'm just gonna go with him because I'm gonna kind of aim in the same area.
Yep, works for me. Okay.
So you can't hit when you can see and you can hit when you can't.
Well,
Basically.
does the lightning do anything to letting us see?
It unfortunately does not, because your things are not magical. They're more alchemical.
Okay.
So that brings us to Zoros.
All right. Line swing. 15.
15,
Doesn't do it.
15 does not hit.
Actually, it was a 13.
That doesn't hit either. Okay, so the second Babu is going to lash out wildly at the snake that just bit it and did a ton of poison damage.
Bring it.
That does not hit. I'm assuming an 11 does not hit you.
Oh, ooh, wait, hold on. Correct.
But a 21 definitely does.
Yes.
So you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh, dang.
And then we are up to Eth.
I only have 11.
So I think it was false.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, because since I saw a little bit of my firebolt going into the darkness, I'm going to cast Dancing Lights. I am going to smush the 4 lights into like a small child-sized being.
Want to do that for a while.
I have. And it says I can move it as a bonus action up to 60 feet to a new spot. So I would direct my child of light to run towards
My child.
where I saw the Babu that was behind Rancent.
Okay, so Luna, you see Eth kind of do this, and you see this little infant-sized thing made of light kind of walking with its arms out and doing a little baby stumble walk into the darkness, and it basically sheds light all throughout this circle. So I'm going to go ahead and
Way to go,
Yes.
get rid of this because
Well played,
Point.
Mr. F.
I prefer the darkness over that thing. Ugh.
Too
and
late.
now the baby's just standing in the middle just dancing.
Doing a little-
Child of light comes in handy.
Ugh.
Okay, that is Eth's turn, so we're up to Hamilton.
All right, I can see now.
You can see.
Hopefully, I don't still suck at swinging. So I'm going to take another swing at him.
Boy, this thing.
14.
14 does not hit. You still
Still
suck
suck.
at swinging.
I do.
Rancid,
I was distracted by the dancing child of light.
of course.
I'm not sure if I want to stab the child or what I was attacking. I guess I'll keep
Leave the child
attacking.
alone.
Ugh. It's creepy though.
Think of it as a nightlight.
I got a 21 and a 1, so I think one of those hits.
21 will hit.
15 total.
That babu just erupts into a cloud of black smoke and dissipates.
Yay.
I'm not sure how this is helping my mind. I seem to have less blood though.
Okay.
You had too much blood in your brain, just clouding everything. And
That
Now
makes sense.
up to Azair.
I'm gonna try and bite it again. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
that
Goodness. And then 6 piercing damage. And then you have to make a constitution throw.
They got a 19.
Dang it. Oh, then you only get half as much damage, so you still get more damage.
Okay.
11. Oh, what's half of 11?
We'll go 5. Okay.
Did you hear that, Kevin? DM? Sorry.
I heard what you said. I didn't hear what Hamilton said.
It's half damage. So is it rounding up or rounding down?
I round up when you guys do half damage to them. I round down when they do it to you. So 6 to them.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Luna.
Okay.
Luna.
27
That'll
to
hit.
hit. Okay, I'm going to just use a regular arrow to hit him, I guess.
Okay.
You should- 7.
Okay. 7 points of damage. An arrow is now sticking out of the babu's hide. Zoros, we're up to you.
All right. No more
Jam it.
disadvantage.
Okay.
16.
That'll hit.
And I'm still raging. Whoops. D12 plus 6.
Mhm.
12 again. 18.
Nice. This is looking rough.
Yes. Can't believe I wrote 2 12s today. I haven't rolled one yet. It's my rage. That's what it is.
You see the babu turn to look at you, Zoros, and you can see that its eyes are just glowing with a red, hot, fiery rage. And he's not actually looking at you, he is actually looking at Justice. And as he's looking at Justice, it starts to glow red hot. And you feel your hands start to get hotter and then burn. And you take 4 points of fire damage from holding on to this burning metal.
No saving throw or anything on that, huh?
Nope.
What a jerk. All right. 4 damage. Got it.
Okay. And that is Babu's turn. F, you're up.
At this point, I'm just gonna throw some magic missiles his way.
Okay. Honestly, you don't even have to roll damage. As you see these purple arcane missiles leave F's hand, the first two kind of strike the babu in the shoulders, kind of knocking it back. And the third one just hits him square in the head. And before he even falls to the ground, his body just turns into the smoke and just dissipates. And you are left with Rancent and the rest of the villagers. You see the old lady kind of walk up to Rancent, and she puts her hand on your forehead, and you feel, and everyone else can see, kind of a white light just pulsating from her hand. And she says, now that you have cleansed the demons within, and with one final burst, you see, just kind of blinded by the light a little bit, she says, your mind is now whole again. Rancent, you could still remember everything about the multiple the infinite Rancents and everything like that. You're just, they're not driving you crazy.
But what happened about my life refreshments? I did the ritual.
And as you say that, you see the old woman's eyes turn black and then go back into her normal cataract eyes, and her body kind of hunches over, and she kind of looks around very confused at what's going on, and just kind of slowly walks off to her house.
I wonder if that happens a lot, where she gets confused and exorcises demons.
Faustus. You come to consciousness again. Your head is now splitting with a headache. You feel a little dry blood on your temple. The sounds of ticking has once again filled your mind. It filled your dreams while you slept, and it is really starting to get to you. All you hear and all you think about is just the ticking of these clocks. And you look around and the room is empty at the moment. Just you and the ticking.
If I try to move against my restraints, are they still pretty tight?
They are still very tight.
Looking around the room, is there anything other than clocks, tables, plates?
You see a table and what looks like a very old, decrepit throne that's kind of on the other side of this grand hall from you. And as you try to struggle, you just hear a voice kind of come from behind you and says, I wouldn't really do that. Old Ticky's got a plan for you. You don't want to make him mad. And coming out from behind you, you see this kind of hunched, just really emaciated looking, dirty looking man just kind of come out and smile. He's missing probably about 3/4 of his teeth. So it is not a pretty smile.
And who are you supposed to be?
Oh, my precious, you don't remember the night that we spent together? I'm your good friend, Garasher. I was the one that brought you here to TikTok.
Right. How did you find me again?
Just happened to be luck, really. We were going to go raid the old folks' home and saw the tents. Thought I could get some interesting stuff, but when I saw that mask, I knew that was going to make TikTok very happy.
So, luck, really.
Some call it luck, some call it ka.
So what does old Tick have planned for me? I mean, it's not like I can go anywhere, right?
when you say that, you feel a faster than you would really expect. You feel a hand just slap across his face, across your face, and you see his face is just a sheet of rage. He says, "You show respect to TikTok. You do not call him names like that." He kind of steps back and calms down, and his head kind of perks up and looks behind you. "Well, looks like my time's over. Have fun." And he just walks out behind you, and you hear a door open and close.
Okay, looking around. Any other sounds? Anything new?
Nope. Just you and the clocks. And at this point, you have spent so much time with the clocks. You feel that even after you get free, if you get free, the sound of the ticking is never going to go away. And as you're kind of sitting there and you're trying to keep time by the ticking of the clocks, which is extremely hard to do because they're all going at different times. So you don't know which one might be accurate, which ones aren't. You strangely start to get a little calmed by the clocks, and it starts to be a very comforting sound. And you can actually look in D&D Beyond under feats, I want to say. And you can search for TikTok and add that to your feats.
Am I allowed to read it yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have it. You have it. It's all yours now.
Okay.
And with that, we are back at the rest of the group.
All right.
Think it's time to go look for Faustus.
Yeah, I think we should probably start making our way to Lud. What time is it?
At this point, it's probably going to be around noon.
Okay. How far is Lud? Do we know?
Lud is a couple hours walk from here.
Well, if we take off now and we head to Lud, we'll probably get there before sun goes down. We can get to Lud. Hopefully, we can do. Can we ask the old lady if what's in Lud? What's Lud like? Does she
She kind of, you see her spit and kind of give you the sign of the evil eye, and she did this to Azair yesterday, or the last time when she mentioned Lud. She says that's an evil place. The beating of the devil's drums go off every night and it can be heard from miles.
So it sounds to me like Lud is not a place to spend the night. Old lady, would you spend the night in Lud?
No, but I have a home right here.
Yeah. Okay.
I still think we need to go. We'll be there by 2. We'll have plenty of time before the sun sets.
Okay.
We can always go back outside of town if possible, if we don't get caught up on anything, and camp outside of the town.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's head out.
Bring the hedgehog.
Okay.
Did you ask if you had an extra boat?
I did not. Do you have a store here that might sell bows?
She kind of looks a little sad at you and says, we are just a simple farming town. We don't really have many craftsmen that do anything.
No
we just
bullets?
try to survive. Bullets haven't been seen here in ages.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's head out, guys. Anybody disagree?
I'm good. I still get to be a backpack, right?
No.
Yeah, Hamilton will carry you.
Yes.
His feet work now.
I have to keep my wimpy rogue arms okay.
Okay, so travel montage. You guys make it at this point, pretty much maybe an hour after you leave the town of Rivers Crossing, the sky just opens up and it just starts to pour, making the going very uncomfortable. But you still manage to get there in a couple hours. And as you're coming up to it, you see this. You could see at one time this city was full of life and just beautiful skyscrapers all around, a giant bridge that led into the city. But as time has gone on, a lot of the buildings are just shells of what they once were. Some of them have fallen over, and you can see it had crushed like portions of the city. The bridge is seen a lot of better days. There are a lot of holes in the bridge leading into Lud. It's not looking very, very pleasant. And on the other side of the bridge, so the side that is in Lud, you see the silhouette of a man kind of sitting on his haunches with his hands on the ground as well, just watching you.
Guys, I have bad memories of bridges like this.
But sometimes there's sexy trolls under them.
And we still see the footsteps with the drag marks.
At this point, probably not, just because the rain has been falling. You still have a pretty good idea that they led into Lud, but you cannot see them at this point.
This place is massive. How are we ever going to find him?
Can anyone track him, find him?
I mean, we can go door to door killing people till we find them. It works.
It's a huge city.
That's a lot of experience.
Should we ask the guy staring at us on the bridge?
I wave to him and say, "Hey there."
So as you get about halfway across the bridge, you see him kind of slowly stand up, and you can kind of make out the feature of an extremely emaciated guy, very dirty, and he just starts chanting. And what you hear is, "Who's afraid of the TikTok man ticking all day long? You should be scared of the TikTok man now that your friend is gone. Will Otaki spare his life just to have some fun? Or will he slit his goddamn throat before the day is done?" And he just erupts into a maniacal fit of laughter and just turns and runs into the city.
Yeah, so we found a dirty bar. That's nice.
Well, that
Nice.
answers that question. The TikTok man got our boy.
Does anybody know who the TikTok man
Yeah,
is?
because we
We
encountered
fought the TikTok man.
we fought him.
Luna wasn't there.
He went there.
Then I would know.
Oh, sorry, Luna. Yeah, we fought the TikTok man. He's a badass. He takes a lot of damage,
And
and
I'm guessing you
he
did
blows
not
his
kill him.
bombs. We did not. We ran through the thing.
If I remember correctly, he threw a bomb at us and then
Yeah, up through the door.
And he disappeared, didn't he? He like clicked or something. And
So
No, I
is it
think
worth
he
trying
just-
to fight, or should we just leave?
He
now?
just walked out of the square. He didn't.
Oh.
It was Savorlo and Luna's door that disappeared.
All right. Well,
imagine.
you know, I know it sounds pretty callous, but let's just skip this part. Faustus, sorry, bud. And let's keep moving.
That's what I would do.
I'm just kidding.
We
Just-
do have two of us that were not there.
Just
Rancid
kidding.
and I were not there.
Yeah.
I would
So now
say
you have two more.
Faustus is just becoming one with the ticking of the clock, so he has no idea you guys are saying this.
I know.
we felt the disturbance in the forest.
All right.
That has
Well,
to be-
according to our thing, he was talking about the day is done. we're burning daylight. We need to find him. Can we track where that guy ran off to, or at least a direction?
Sure. Give me a survival check.
Just him.
Anybody that wants to try and search.
Yeah, I suggest we all do it. We're all doing. I got an 8 plus whatever my survival thing is.
I got a 22.
There you go.
Mine
That's
is
better than me,
7,
yeah.
12, 13.
Okay. Luna and Azair, you're easily able to pick out the path that he left. As you kind of rush through, keeping track of which way he turned through the city, you go through and kind of come to for some of you, a familiar square. Those that were there would recognize this as the square where you pulled Faustus through the door at. And directly across the square from you, you see the man standing there at the entrance to an alley. He's smiling. You see he's missing about half his or 3/4 of his teeth. And when he sees you, he just kind of says, "It's about time." And he throws a bomb in your direction. Everyone give me a dexterity saving throw.
Had to be dexterity.
At 20. Yeah. 13.
23.
Go to
4.
saves. Dexterity plus 4. So you got a 17.
17.
Okay.
6.
Oh. Camel toe.
I know.
Beth, you're muted.
7.
Okay. So Luna, Rancid, and Zoros are able to dodge out of the way before this bomb explodes. But Azair, Hamilton, and Eth are caught in the blast as this bomb explodes and a cloud of glitter and confetti just rains down on them. And you hear the man laughing as he turns and runs into the alley.
You're never getting that out of yourself. All that glitter.
Pretty sure I almost just died because I was scared. I would be frozen for a second.
Well, let's get that. Let's get him. Let's get Glitter Boy.
Let's follow him.
Yep.
Okay. Running into the alley.
Okay, wait. Let's try this again. We're not just going to blindly run into the alley. We're going to be.
Send it to
We're not. Yeah, we're paying attention when we're going, but.
Okay. Then give me a perception check.
Nat 20 again. Plus whatever.
So as you guys start to kind of go into the alley, Zoros is like, "Wait, hold up. Something doesn't feel right." And you kind of look around and you see this alley has just rubble and trash piled as far as the eyes can see on either side of the alley. But a couple places right in front of you, you see a cobblestone in the alley that looks slightly cleaner than the rest of them do.
Okay, we need to avoid those.
Or are those where we need to step because they're cleaner, which means they've been stepped on more often.
That makes more sense to me. Yeah.
Either that or they replace them every time they go off.
Hey, you know what? I'll step on the cobblestone. The cleaner one. That's how you find out.
All right.
Yeah, I can see if there is a trap around, but I can't tell what it is or how to trigger it.
Let's look and see. Are there footprints anywhere in the rubble area?
He's already rolling.
I was gonna say I could check for traps, but I'm stepping on it. So
Rancid, as soon as you step on it, you hear kind of a rumbling from the sides where all the trash is piled up, and you start to get pelted by bits of rock and trash and metal taking 13 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, see, so don't step on those. We figured that out now.
Well,
Good to know.
Shall we avoid the clean rocks?
that's a
Let's
good
try
idea.
it.
Let's.
Okay.
Depends on if you like to be bludgeoned.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, let's go ahead and start working our way down the alley, keep paying attention to the rocks, not stepping on the shiny ones, and make our way through. Again, still keeping an eye on what's going on, signs of danger. I have
Okay.
danger sense.
You do.
You know, I would, if I didn't have used my own legs and was still a backpack, that would have never happened.
So as you guys go down the alley, you find that the alley kind of winds to the right, winds to the left. It's a very, very unusual alley. Parts of it actually look more carved out of buildings and then built up with the rubble and the trash on either side. Give me another perception check.
13 plus. I have perception.
I got 16. Unless that wasn't for everyone.
22.
So as you guys are going through the alley, you kind of stop everybody, and you see that about 10 feet ahead of you, very low to the ground, is a very thin wire that spreads across from wall to wall.
I will tell everyone about the wire. And do we want to look around and see if there's anything else that we can see, or just step over the wire?
Where
I
should
mean,
we
I
pick
can,
the wire?
I can actually try to
Rock or
disable it.
Ransom, don't trick the wire, please.
I was gonna say, I can actually try to disable it this time instead.
I mean,
Do you have that skill set?
Yeah, that's supposed to be my primary skill set that I'm not doing.
carry you as a backpack if you lose consciousness again. So
Ooh, I rolled a 1 on that too of my thieves' tools for a whole 8. So apparently I don't have that skill set.
As Ransink goes to try to disarm the wire, his hand gets caught in the wire, and when he pulls it back, you just hear kind of like a click, and you all feel a rumbling from up above you.
Oh, no.
And we are going to roll initiative real quick.
Ransom, you're gonna be my backpack from now on.
I mean, I got 6 hit points left. I may be very soon.
I'm assuming y'all got higher than a 3, so.
I got a nat 1.
But your initiative's a +3, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh, I have 23.
Okay. So what you guys see is, if you like trying to look around, finding the sound of the rumbling, you notice that the tops of the walls of rubble and refuse and stuff has started to fall and cave in, and is now falling towards the ground at you.
Time to move.
I think we better run forward or backwards.
Forward. We gotta go
Forward.
forward.
Yep.
As you all sprint through, Rancent trips and falls.
Good job.
And
Accurate.
when you kind of look up at waiting for the death that is to come, you actually see the rubble kind of get caught about halfway up, and it slowly starts to move and shift, giving you another round to get up and get through. And right as you pretty much meet up to the far end where the rest of the group was, you hear the loud crash as all of that rubble and stuff has fallen on the ground, completely blocking the retreat.
This is a real trash problem, doesn't it?
That was weird.
Faustus, you heard this loud crash from behind you, and you look up, and kind of walking from behind you on either side, you see TikTok and Gasher, and you hear TikTok just laugh and says, "Well, Looks like we won't have to deal with your friends now, will we? The rest of the group, up ahead of you is a large metal door.
Ooh. Before we continue on, I know Ransom's taken some pretty good licks. Do you want I can heal you a little bit and at least try to help? How you feel?
Up to you. I'm okay with it. I can also eat a can of beans. I don't know if that does anything for me.
It does not.
I mean, if we rest for a second, I could also roll hit dice, but I don't know that this is a great place to do that.
It is not.
How about I just lay some hands on you for a second and I can heal you.
Just does not want me to be a backpack again. That's what it is.
A little column A, a little column B.
I mean, that's
Make
fine.
sure he's got his pants on before you lay on hands.
Yeah. Put your pants back on, please. And
Well, I wouldn't have fallen down if someone didn't put pants on me.
all right. I guess am I allowed to ask how many hit points he has, all that good stuff, or
Nope.
is it?
I'm almost dead.
You're almost dead. Well, I can heal you up to 20 points, so
I can take more than that.
I'll heal you 20 points. How about that?
Sounds good.
Takes all of my healing ability. So
Until the next one.
yeah, until the next long rest.
But if we find Faustus, he can heal through it. I can heal a little bit, but it's dependent on the dice.
I just have beans.
Yeah, he probably could use another boost to something.
You want to try and
So Faustus, after hearing the crash and TikTok kind of saying that, you start to get a little disparaged, but somehow the ticking of the clocks has actually become calming and soothing to you, and you just kind of let your mind go with the sound of the ticking, and you start to feel your hands and your feet get warm, and you see kind of a flash behind you, and you see a same flash of white light in front of you, and your hands and feet are now free.
Okay, so question for the DM. Like, I
Yes.
have none of my equipment.
No, when you've spent enough time in this room, all of your weapons and equipment and stuff are on the side of the room, kind of right by the table where the throne is, where TikTok is currently sitting.
Okay. Oh, geez. Well, I guess it's a good time to try out some new abilities. How big is this room?
It's bigger than what I'm going to show you, but
Said it
this
was
is
like
basically
80 feet.
it was a big room. And with this, you can actually use your new ability for the first time without penalties. So the good stuff would happen, not the bad.
Okay.
So you're about right here. The metal doors are behind you, and TikTok is right here. Gasher is right here.
And my stuff would be right next or between them.
Pretty much by where this boulder is.
Okay. So, and question for the DM. So, like
Yes.
for this instance, I don't have to worry about.
Nope, you don't have to roll the d20. It's just
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a reaction from either of them right now.
I guess you'll just have to see.
Okay. Well, this will be interesting. Well, I'll dash forward and try to grab my stuff and dash right back.
And as you stand up, roll initiative.
It's so cool. We can see. That's really nice. Makes it a lot better.
Okay, that would be 17.
There's Faustus. There's Faustus.
Okay. You, as you stand up, you see TikTok spit out the beer that he was drinking. And you are up first.
All right, so that I guess first action would be to like try to get to the boulder, grab my equipment, and get back.
Okay, what is your speed? Yeah, you'd be able to, yeah, if your speed's 30, yeah, you'd be able to get it, grab your stuff, get back.
And so would grabbing the stuff count as one of my actions?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess for my main action, I would I would equip my like actually like grab a hold of
Like
my mason
basically
shield.
you grabbing the stuff, coming back, equipping it would be your turn.
Okay. So can I at least use my bonus action to cast my spiritual weapon?
No, because that would
Okay.
have been, it would have been your turn to grab your stuff, put it all on and stuff like that.
All right, that's fine.
Rest of the group, you hear kind of some commotion going on behind the door. What are you doing?
Opening it.
Okay.
I'll open it.
As you open the door, you see this giant room. First thing you notice is the ticking of the clocks. You see your pal Faustus standing in the kind of center of the room. And you see TikTok and Gasher that are standing on the other side of him. And you guys would be coming in about here.
I run 25 feet.
You will need to roll initiative.
I what?
Would need to roll initiative.
You asked what we're doing.
I know. I did that to get you to open the door.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
Okay, 9.
Ah, bless it.
Where's initiative?
25 to 20.
I got 22.
Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
16. 15 to 10.
14.
11.
What did you
And-
get at 10? Hamilton?
5.
Wow. Okay, so Rancent is up first.
Can I get past him opening the door?
Yeah, you guys all stepped into the room.
Oh, okay. Then what are we targeting? The clock lunatic?
That's your choice.
Oh,
So-
okay, I see him. Yeah. I will target the clock lunatic, and I'm going to. I'll move up halfway, I guess. I'm gonna use my magic instead. So
30 would put you about here.
Okay. Well, I have to be within range of 30 feet of him, so I don't know if I'm.
They're about 55, 60 feet away from you.
Okay, so I have to use the bonus action to dash and move up almost all the way to be able to cast. All right, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the clock man. With a nat 1. No, I won't.
6 feet, 150 to 600 feet.
So I'm done.
So I can hit up here.
Okay. Then that brings us to Faustus.
Well, Mr. Tick, seems that you were wrong about my friends. And wrong about me too. So first I'll use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon. Which I'll place like, I guess, right between them.
Okay.
So that that first hit is going to go to Nasher.
Okay.
And that's going to be 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 5 force damage.
Okay.
All right. I'll go ahead and run up to Nasher.
Okay.
And where's my spells? And I'll do inflict wounds. Yeah, it's the first level.
Okay.
It's gonna be 14 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
All right. And I will finish up with a mace attack. That does not hit.
Okay. And as you guys are watching this, you're seeing Faustus move a lot faster than you have ever seen him move before. It's a little odd. Azair, you are up. You are all the way back here.
Okay. I want to. Am I within 60 feet of them?
No.
Can
You're
I move?
about. You are. Let's see. You are around. About 85 feet away from them.
Okay. So I want to move my 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw Ice Knife at TikTok.
Okay.
But the ricochet will hit both of them. Yeah, so it was an 8, which I don't think hits.
It does not.
Okay. And then the shard explodes, and both of them need to do a saving throw.
Dexterity.
Dexterity throw. Yeah. Sorry.
One of TikTok got a 20 and Gasher got a 12.
Okay, so Gasher takes 6 points of cold damage, but TikTok succeeded, so he's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Luna, we are up to you.
I rolled a 21 to hit.
Okay, which one are you hitting?
TikTok.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm gonna dip my arrow into Luna's lightning.
Okay.
So you need to do, I guess, a DC 12.
You got a 13.
So we skip that whole thing, right? And I just shoot normal.
Yep, you still do damage.
D8 plus 2.
4.
Plus 4. That was 8, 12.
12.
Nice. You see the arrow whiz by and kind of stick into TikTok as he gives a little grunt of pain as it hits. And then we are up to Zoros.
We've been, I can move 25 feet. That's as far as I can go.
Okay.
And that puts me at 40 feet plus, correct?
He's about 55 feet away from you at the moment.
Perfect. I needed him 40 feet away. Guns of Our Father,
Okay.
15, 16,
That'll hit.
and 2d8 plus 4. Or plus 2, I think. Nope, plus 4. Nope, 2. 8, 10, 12.
Nice. You hear a loud echoing gunshot that
Boom!
deafens you guys for a couple seconds. Okay. Now we are on to F.
60 feet in front of me, I am going to create a 5-foot ball of fire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to ram that ball of fire into the TikTok man.
Okay.
He needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
16.
So he would take 4 damage, fire damage.
Okay.
On his turn, since he's still 5 feet up, I would he'll continue to take damage from it.
Okay. That's your turn. So now we get to TikTok. He is going to take 2 attacks with his. You see, he's holding a flail, but it actually has 2 heads to it, and he's going to go ahead and whip Faustus with it.
Do you want him to go ahead and do the? Because he's starting his turn 5
yeah.
feet.
Yep, I'll do that damage now. It's 5 damage.
He needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
18.
So he would take 6 damage.
Okay. Now he will attack Faustus. First one misses. Second one is a 16. Does that hit Faustus? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
That is his turn. Jasher is actually going to run by you. So go ahead and get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Does an 11 hit?
It does not, unfortunately.
All right.
And he is going to. He pulls out a bomb from his pouch, and he lobs it at Azair. A 22 will hit you. So Azair, you take 13 points of fire damage. And give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, it was a 4.
Okay, you are now on fire.
Sweet.
How
So
ironic is that?
All
A
that
bear on
glitter.
fire.
It's all that glitter.
Okay, Hamilton, we are up to you.
Hey, all right. I'm a grown man. I guess I will. How far in front of me is what's his name? Gasher?
About 60 feet in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I just need a more than 40. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at him with the guns of my father.
Okay.
Move up 20 though. Move just out of range. That way you're closer for your next move.
Sure, why not? I'll move up, 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Cool.
Go ahead and attack.
Yeah. It is an 8.
That
Killing
does
it.
not hit, unfortunately.
Killing it tonight.
Okay. So that brings us back to the top of the round with Branson.
So the TikTok man is still engulfed in fire, right?
Yes, he is standing pretty much right by / in the flaming sphere.
Okay, so I don't want to go up there and be like within melee range is all I was checking. I will move over there next to Gasher, and I am going to spin the Wheel of Fortune and try to cast Inflict Wounds here. Uh, 18 plus. I'm trying to figure out what my DC is. It won't let me add that in. So
That's just your normal spell.
22.
Okay. That definitely hits.
Or sorry, 24. Sorry.
That's
Spell
hit.
attack's 24. Okay. Let me roll that then. All low numbers. Total of 10 on 3 d10s.
Okay. And roll a d20.
Yeah. Nat 1.
Oh,
Okay. Give me a roll a percentile.
Yep. 74.
74. So as you're watching Ransom cast a spell, you see Gasher kind of writhe in pain a little bit. Ransom, roll a d6.
Alrighty. 4.
So Zoros, as you kind of watching this happen, you feel a lurch in your stomach, and you're not feeling so hot. You have actually become poisoned. For 3 hours, you are poisoned.
I don't know what happened. I was trying to shoot that guy.
So with poison, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
okay.
Okay, that is Ransom. Next, we are at Faustus.
All right, so we'll start with the spiritual weapon attacking TikTok.
Okay.
That's gonna be 20 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that'll be 12 force damage.
Okay.
I'll move up to melee range.
Okay. Yeah, you'd still be able to get in and stay outside of the flaming sphere radius.
And I will do inflict wounds.
Okay.
As a first level. So that'll be 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 16 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And finally, I will do an attack with my mace.
Okay.
12 to hit.
That'll actually hit.
All right. That's going to be a 7. What's that? Bludgeoning? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is him. Azair, we're up to you.
Am I still on fire?
You are. You actually take 3 fire damage. The only way to stop being on fire is to take an action to basically put yourself out.
Stop, drop, and roll.
If I turn into an animal, does that cancel the fire, or am I now an animal on fire?
You are now an animal on fire.
That sounds promising.
Pick one with a lot of hit points.
I'm done.
Is there any water around?
Everybody gotta be.
So, question for the DM, do I need to would it have to be a magical thing to put out the fire, or could I?
No, you could just
like I
pat
said, stop,
off
drop,
fire.
roll?
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. It works.
Does that count as my action?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'd rather not be on fire, so we're just gonna do that real quick.
Okay, you are no longer on fire.
Yay!
Okay, so that brings us up to Luna.
Go Luna. Go Luna.
So 9 and 8,
17.
17.
Which one are you
Hit.
attacking? Which one?
TikTok.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, I'm gonna dip my arrow in again
For
For the lightning,
Luna's lightning. Yes.
you rolled a 4.
yes.
Okay.
He's frozen 4.
Well, no, I've got to see if he's frozen or I'm frozen. Okay, I rolled a 4. It's
Okay.
even, so you have to roll a 1d4 to see how many rounds you're going to be frozen for.
Paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
He is okay. So you see the lightning on the arrow just kind of strike TikTok, and you see all of his muscles just tense up, and he's just standing there, locked in place.
Okay, now do I still
You still
roll
do
and
damage.
tip, right?
Yep, you still do damage.
Okay. So 24.
Whoa.
No, that's wrong dice. Wait.
Yeah. 8d8, right? Plus 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry. 10.
6, 10.
10. Okay.
Not as good as 24. But
Just keep rolling those d20s, baby. You got this.
Okay, Zoros, you're up. Eth, you're on deck.
All right. How far am I from Gasher?
35 feet.
Hang on a sec. Okay, I move to 20 feet away.
Okay.
And sorry, I lost my screen here.
You're fine.
I'm going to rage
Okay.
and frenzy.
Range.
So then I get my bonus attack next round, right?
Correct.
And I'm rolling disadvantage, throwing a hand axe. No, I missed. 2 + 6 is not going to hit.
Why are you rolling disadvantage?
Because I'm poisoned.
Oh, true. Sorry, I forgot.
You
Okay.
had to remind him.
Oh wait, I'm not poisoned.
Nope, you're poisoned. You're
I
You
poisoned.
stop, dropped, and rolled.
Poisoned. Okay, so Eth, we are up to you.
I'm gonna throw 3 scorching rays towards Gasher.
Okay.
And the first one is a 25 to hit
That'll hit.
for 5 damage. The next one is a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
That one does 7 damage. And then the third one was a 22 to hit for 9 damage.
Okay. Are you gonna move the sphere again or just stay where it is?
I'm gonna leave it where it is because I
Okay.
don't want to accidentally hit Faustus with it.
Okay. It is TikTok's turn. He automatically fails his dexterity saving throw because he is paralyzed.
Good job, Luna.
So then he would take 5 damage from the sphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
TikTok can't do anything.
I got a question for the DM.
Yes.
Does the if a opponent is paralyzed, does the person attacking automatically get advantage?
Yeah,
They
the
can't
attack
move.
the attack has advantage against a paralyzed creature.
So how does that work if I'm poisoned at disadvantage? Is that just a wash and I just roll regular?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Maxie, you have to go out.
Gasher is going to pull out another bomb and throw it at the person that tried to shoot him.
I missed.
I don't know, but you still tried to shoot him and it was loud. He likes explosives. What can you say? That'll hit you because that is a 22.
Oh, you did.
You take 18 points of fire damage and give me a dexterity saving throw.
That was not my fault. I hit with a bomb.
Who is that?
16.
Okay, you managed to not be on fire,
Woohoo!
and it is your turn.
How much damage did I take?
18.
16.
18.
Right. Well, fuck that guy. How close am I to him?
About 45 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take another shot at him then, because
Okay.
I can't get to him. So, God, 10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
So then they're just a +1.
And then we are back up to Ransom. Faustus, you're on deck.
Can anybody heal my poison? Does anybody have that ability to cure poison?
I don't have it ready. I can up your
I'm just
points,
curious.
but I can't remove the poison.
I mean, technically I do, but I'm otherwise occupied.
You're otherwise engaged. That's all right. We're okay.
So since I don't think I should have magic at this point, I'm going to try to cast Inflict Wounds again anyway
Okay.
on Gasher.
Yeah, I figured.
But it seems like me having magic's really bad. 17?
That'll hit.
That's good at least. For 19 points?
Okay, and then roll a d20.
Yeah, I know. 3.
Roll a percentile.
I know. It's getting worse already. 56.
So as you're watching Rancent trying to inflict wounds on Gasher again, you notice that it first only starts with a couple strands of hair, but within seconds, his entire head of hair has fallen out and he is completely bald.
See, I wouldn't have minded that. I'm poisoned and you go bald. That's not fair.
Wait,
Faustus,
Gasher's bald or I'm bald?
you're bald, Rancent.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine with that. I still did the damage, right?
Yes.
Then we're good here.
Yeah, the damage doesn't have any say on the surge. It just happens.
Okie dokie.
There's no eyebrows either, right? It's all the hair.
Yep, all the hair.
Yeah, so
I
you
mean,
got Voldemort over here.
I put too much lighter fluid in a barbecue once, and that actually happened. So
That surprises me.
What you doing, Faustus?
So we start out with my spiritual weapon.
It has advantage.
Okay. The first one was a 14 to hit.
That'll hit, and it is considered a crit since he is paralyzed.
Okay. So double the die.
Double the damage, the die, and then add the modifier.
Okay. So it was a 7 on the die, so 14 plus a 4, 18 then?
Okay.
Force
He is
damage.
looking rough.
All right, so we are gonna go with another inflict wounds, first level.
It has advantage.
Okay, first one's 18.
That'll
Yeah,
hit,
18.
and it's considered a crit.
All right, so that is 15 damage on 3 die.
You see, as you touch him and do the inflict wounds, you see his body just go limp, and he falls to the ground.
All right.
Nice job.
We're not done.
We got one.
So
good.
I'll move over to Nasher, hopefully like behind them. And I will take a shot with my mace. That would be 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that would be 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. Okay, that is all you. Azare, we are up to you.
Right.
Gasher is starting to look really rough at this point.
Which one am I? It's my screen.
This one.
Okay. Am I within 20 feet of him?
No, he's about 25, 30 feet away.
Question, can I want to turn into a tiger, and it says if I move at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and then hit it with a claw attack, that's my pounce?
Yeah.
Does that count since he's over the 20 feet?
As long as you that's just the minimum. You have to go at least 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
So yes, that's a good thing.
Okay, yes, then I want to pounce on him.
Okay.
And then I have to see if I can hit with a claw attack, which the 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So the damage for that is is 6. And then he has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
You rolled a 15 on the die.
Dang, I don't get my bonus action then.
Okay. Luna, we are up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with my arrow. 9 plus 8, 17.
That will hit.
Okay. And then 12 damage.
And with that arrow, Gasher falls to the ground dead.
Yes.
And as he does, you hear a loud siren start to go off.
Uh-oh.
Okay, guys, 2 things. 1, we either run like hell, or 2, somebody get this cursed poison off me so I can fight for real.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of the last probably couple seconds I have at this altered state, can I quickly check TikTok's body?
You can. Searching around on TikTok, you don't find much. He wasn't really wearing armor, just kind of more hide stuff. But you can see his flail that he had.
Okay. So I'll pick that up. Did he have like anything like trophy wise on him from like the Death Doctors?
He did not.
Okay. And I'll go up to Soros and I'll cast what is it? Lesser Restoration.
Okay. He Faustus comes up to you, puts his hand on you, you see a little white glow, and you feel a lot better. Your poison is now gone.
Thank you, Faustus.
You're welcome.
So question, do you guys want to stay and fight, or do you want to get the heck out of here?
Faustus, you seem to know the situation better than the rest of us. What do you think here? Well, I'm willing to follow your lead.
Faustus,
think-
you've been in this town and the city quite a lot. You would recognize these sirens as the basically a core reactor meltdown.
Okay. Well, it's time we all run really fast.
Let's go.
Run, Forrest, run.
So you guys managed to find a tunnel out from this room because you can't go backwards because the alley caved in. And where are you headed to?
We want to go back to the little town we were at before, or keep going forward?
We have to make sure that the people are fine in the town.
Okay, as you guys head to the entrance of Lud, you see that the bridge leading out the way you guys came in has been destroyed. Rubble lie down in the river quite a bit below, effectively blocking you from passing.
Dang.
Faustus, is this a problem? Are we out of range of whatever you said that was?
So this town was supposed to be about a day's or like half a day away.
From Rivers
2
Crossing.
hours.
It's
Yeah.
only a couple hours.
We can't
So-
go that way because of the bridge.
Yeah.
The question is, are we far enough away from the nuclear reaction?
That's what would I know if this is far enough? Could I be sure that the people would be safe?
You don't know that much about it. You just know that from your knowledge, at least the city is in extreme danger. The city of Blood is in extreme danger. And as you guys get to the bridge and are standing there trying to figure out what to do, you hear this voice kind of come over the speakers. And it says, well, I'm sorry about the bridge, but you can always come take a ride on me if you want.
Excuse me.
Is it the lady?
No,
And
this
the
one
train-
is a male voice.
Oh, is it remember the train that
This is the
talked to us?
train?
Oh, yeah.
What was her? Sheila? Shelby? Beatrice? It was something like that.
But this is a guy who wants us to ride him.
Yeah, but she said that she had a friend. The guy.
Is the train nearby?
I don't think we have much of an option here.
Faustus, do you know where the train is? Is it the train talking to us?
You know where the train terminal is, Faustus.
Let's
Okay,
go.
would we have enough time to like go get the train?
Only one way to find out.
All
Guess
right,
we'll
let's
find
go.
out.
Let's do this.
The bridge is out. We've got only one way to go.
Okay, as you guys kind of run through the city, you about 5 minutes later you get to the train terminal that is pretty familiar to most of you. And in the dock of the train, you see a blue monorail that is there. And as you guys arrive, you see the door opens. And then you hear a voice come on the speaker and say, well, you might want to hurry.
Go.
Let's go.
Get on.
Let's go.
Okay, as you guys get on the train, you hear this one, unlike the other one that you rode, which was pink on the outside and blue on the inside, this one is actually blue on the outside and pink on the inside. And as you get on, the door closes and you hear the same voice kind of come over the speakers of the train. And it says, well, it took you long enough. Welcome. My name is Blaine. It's time to have some fun. And that is where we're going to pick it up next time.
It's an evil train.
You guys led us to an evil train? I thought you knew this train.
Well,
knew
thank
a
you everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe. I will put this up on YouTube tomorrow. And stay safe and see you in 2 weeks.
Woohoo. That was fun.
I don't think I should have magic, is what I learned.
I think we all agree with that.
I second that.
Oh,
What was the
geez.
lady train's name?
Patricia.
Patricia. I was close.
You were not anywhere
Shelly,
near it.
Sheila, that's really close to
Shelby,
Kind of close to
Beatrice,
Patricia. If they looked the same.
Diane.
Yeah, they all had vowels in the
Patricia,
name.
There were
What?
letters, there were consonants and vowels.
There were.
I'm the worst English grad that's ever lived.
Well, thank y'all for joining. Now the group is finally fully back together.
Woo!
Yes.
We will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Okay, we got to do one more thing before